We'll try to get the greens a little firmer and a little faster. The rest of the golf course will play almost identical to how we set it up for resort play. We typically try to have them, have a PGA Tour type experience. We'll grow the rough up just a little bit, not quite as much as we do for the Dustin Johnson tournament, just because of the times of the year, because we're in between grasses. We'll have some tuck pins out there that'll make some bunkers coming more into play. And we may not play every hole as far back as we possibly can. The golf course plays, almost 7,000 yards from the tips. There's a couple par threes out there you can kind of get creative. Some false fronts on a few greens, waterfront in some few greens. So, on those couple holes, we may have them playing, at 100, 110 yards and the pin up front. So if you're not very accurate with that approach shot, the ball can pull back off the front of the green and down the slope and maybe even into water. We installed the Better Billy Bunker drainage system. The Better Billy Bunker system is basically a 2-inch gravel layer across the whole bunker floor, sprayed with a polymer, and then we installed the G-Angle Tour Quality sand. And what that allows is, before, we could get as little as a 1-inch rainfall in an hour and a half, and the bunkers were full of water, faces washed out, and it would take our staff 3 and 4 days to put them back together. Now, we can get 1 inch and a half, sometimes 2 inches of rain, and within 30 minutes the water's gone, there's very few washouts. That allows us to put those bunkers back into normal playing conditions very quickly. It's a very spectator-friendly golf course as far as walking. Parallel holes running on 1 and 10, 2 and 11. Then the area kind of draws to a focal point out there at 2 green, 7T, 7 green, 11 green, 8T, 12T. So it kind of gets you on a drawing point. You can see a bunch of golf. There'll be a scoreboard out there right in the middle. It's very easy access. And then also there's a lot of stadium type like effects around these greens where spectators can stand on the mounds and see really good golf. It's very walker friendly. There's a few other sections out there you can kind of move through the course and meander without having to walk, just miles upon miles. So you can see a lot of good golf.